What's up you guys, Sim here with GeekTools.net and welcome to this video tutorial on how to install and replace your current hard drive inside of your MacBook Pro with either another hard drive or an SSD. The procedure is the same. In this tutorial I will be using a SSD. This is the Vertex 3 SSD from OCZ and I have the 120GB model here. Now in another video tutorial I will be showing you how to replace your optical drive with another hard drive. So you have the fast storage of the SSD, but also you have the extended storage of your hard drive, so it's not wasted. That's going to be another video. This is just a video on how to replace your current hard drive. So I have my MacBook Pro here. What you'll need is obviously your MacBook Pro or your Mac, your SSD or hard drive, and a Phillips head screwdriver. A fairly small tip, I'm not sure the size, but just make sure it's a fairly small tip because the screws used to hold the MacBook Pro together are fairly small. Now also make sure that your computer is obviously shut down. Just hold the power button obviously. And the next thing we have to do is open up this machine. Now the model I have here is the 2011 MacBook Pro. This is the 2.2 GHz quad-core model with 8 GB of RAM and a 7200 RPM hard drive. So it's a pretty maxed out machine, and with the addition of the SSD it will really make it run really fast. So I will do some performance benchmarks in another video. So all we have to do here is remove the screws holding the back piece together. Now note that the top three screws up here are a bit longer. They're significantly longer actually to hold the top piece together. So that's the only difference. All the other screws are the same. So I'm just going to go ahead and unscrew this, and I will be speeding up this part of the video because I don't think any of you guys want to watch me unscrew screws all day. And yeah, see you guys back here in a second. Alright guys, and we're back. Now I did not remove these top three screws just to show you guys that the screw length is different. So here is the screws for the top. They're significantly longer than the normal screws, which I will pick one up here, which are very small. So you'll definitely notice a difference, and really you don't have to worry about it because obviously the screw won't fit if you just put it in there. So there's, you really cannot mess up on this step. And I'm just going to go ahead and remove all these screws here. And the whole back cover is now fully accessible. So I'm just going to pop it off. Just use a little bit of force and it will pop up just like this. And here is the inside of the computer. As you can see, we got the two fans up here to exhaust the heat. Got the battery, got the logic board, the RAM modules, the hard drive, which is the thing that we'll be replacing today, and the optical drive, which I will be replacing in the future. So basically what we're going to do is swap this hard drive out and put this one back in. So let's go ahead and do that. All we have to do here is remove this retention bracket right here. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Once again, it's the same type of screw, Phillips screw driver, and I'm going to go ahead and remove it. Nice and simple. And we can just not screw this thing all the way out. Leave just like that. And this bracket just pops off like this. And then the hard drive, you can just pull up on it and it pops out. Now note that there is a ribbon cable attached to the hard drive. This is the data and power. Just carefully remove it with your hands. Just pops out like this. And also you want to go ahead and remove this tab as well, so you can easily pull out the SSD when needed. So it's just glued on or taped on there. And I will be positioning it on the new SSD. Just like so. And after you're done that, all you have to do is do everything in reverse. As I said, this is a very, very simple process that anyone can do. It does not void your Apple warranty, by the way. Some people might be a bit cautious about that. I did put this on the wrong side. Excuse me for that. Alright, just like that. Now it might not stick, just as firmly as before. Really, it doesn't matter. This is just a little piece of plastic to pull the hard drive out. As you can see, the stickiness is really not that great. But we're just going to stick it on there anyways. And reattach the cable. Position it in here. Now, there is no screws on here first, so we actually do have to unscrew these screws from the hard drive and re-screw them onto the SSD. So what we're going to be using is a special type of screwdriver. This is going to be a T6, I believe, if I could find it here. It's either a T6, yeah, I believe it's a T6 screwdriver. And it is a proprietary screwdriver that not all screw kits come with. You might need to go find one on eBay or your your local Canadian Tire or Home Depot store. But just look for a T6 screwdriver, and take the bit, plug it in, remove the 4 screws on the side of the casing, which is here, 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 and here. You guys can see there. And I'm going to speed up this part as well because no one wants to see me unscrew. So, BRB. Alright, after that is done, we go ahead and reattach these screws onto the SSD just as you did before with the hard drive. Once again, do everything in reverse. So, it's going to be a little bit tricky. I'm just going to remove this ribbon cable so it's a bit easier to maneuver. And go ahead, once again, reattach these screws onto the SSD. I'm going to speed this part up as well. Alright, and we are back. All I'm going to do is reconnect the PATA and SATA cable, and go ahead and slide the hard drive back into the little slots on the side here, just like so. Alright, everything is back in place. I'm going to take the retention bracket and once again set it back in place. Make sure that you have it on the right side, that is, just like so. And switch your bit back to a normal Phillips head screwdriver and screw down this retention bracket. So that's got to be pretty fast. Make sure everything is in there. Do give it a nice little wiggle. Everything is good. It's not moving around. And then go ahead and take your back piece and lay it back on here. And I'm just going to take one more quick check around the computer, make sure everything is in operational order, and it is. Alright, just put the piece back on and re-screw in the little tiny Phillips screw heads. So I'm going to speed this part up once again. Alright, and we are done. So we have gone ahead and replaced the hard drive with an SSD. Now note that there is no operating system on the SSD. So all the stuff that you had before is still on the hard drive. Now what you can do is obviously back up to an external hard drive and then retransfer the data with Time Machine. Or you can go ahead and buy an external hard drive enclosure that will go ahead and it's just basically a case where it turns this connection into a USB or FireWire output that you can connect to your computer and boot off of it. That way you can go ahead and transfer all your files directly from this hard drive, and you can also reinstall your operating system because of the special partition on this hard drive. That's all accessible with a with the external enclosure. What I will be doing with this hard drive is using something called a data doubler. I will be replacing my optical drive and putting this hard drive, which is at the moment pretty darn useless because I have nowhere to put it, back into this machine. So I have this hard drive and the SSD. This company, I'm not sure what was it, Otherworld Computing, makes this product, and it's just really awesome. I could basically double the storage if I have 2 of these, or have a really fast SSD and also the extended storage of the hard drive, as I said before. So really awesome stuff. Once again, make sure you back up. This process might ruin your data, although all your data is still on here. It's not like it's disappeared. I've done that with Time Machine with my external hard drives. And yeah, go ahead and reinstall the operating system. If you don't know how to do that, visit the Apple website. I know Lion comes on a USB stick, so if you want to buy one of those, you can boot off of the USB stick, or you can go ahead and burn the CD yourself. It's very, very simple. Apple comes with this new utility that basically it finds your Lion partition and goes ahead and copies all those files onto a burnable and bootable CD where you can boot off of it and reinstall macOS 10 Lion. So you have a fresh install of your operating system, and because of Time Machine and all that backup, you can go ahead and transfer the files right over and you are good to go. So that concludes this video tutorial. It's really quite simple. It drastically increases the performance, which I will show you once again in my next video, and I'm really happy with it. So if you guys have any more questions or comments, email me sunny@mastersunny.com, visit my website geektools.net, add me on my personal MSN mastersunny@hotmail.com, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Peace out.